to deal with that at the time of trial and when she's on the stand. Okay.
Well, excuse me, I'm sorry. My motion in limine is to preclude any hearsay statements regarding Anaya Walker.
Well, I mean,
So if Anaya Walker, her charges is still open going to trial, I mean, how is she supposed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt the allegations?
You're raising some issues that are beyond the scope, I think, of your motion here. Your motion here is just to make sure that Ms. Rimes is not allowed as a witness. That's your motion, and I'm telling you that I'm denying that. It doesn't mean that I'm going to allow her to testify about other things that she shouldn't be testifying about. My expectation here is that she gets on the stand. Most likely, the state will say, "Is this the birth certificate for your daughter?" Yes, and it doesn't go much beyond that. That's my expectation. Anyway,
Your Honor, just for his own sake, because all of us attorneys in here obviously know exactly what hearsay constitutes.
Sure.
Could you just kind of give them a quick definition, if that's okay? Out of court statement being
yes, exactly what your counsel stated. It's an out of court statement. Hearsay is an out of court statement that's being brought in and provided to the jury specifically for the purpose of proving what that statement or the truth of that statement. I don't want to go into all the different exceptions.
Course, yeah.
I don't want to go into what is and what isn't hearsay. The reality is that you have chosen to represent yourself, and you have to be comfortable with some of these concepts. If you are not comfortable with some of those concepts, then please consult with Mr. Molina. Make sure that you know exactly what the contours are of hearsay and non-hearsay and hearsay exceptions and so on and so forth. It's complicated. I have a chart right here of all the different hearsay exceptions because I can't possibly memorize all of them. Well, actually, I take that back. I could possibly memorize all of them, but the application of all of them can get tricky. So I encourage you to talk with Mr. Molina if you have specific concerns about specific areas of testimony or topics that might be raised. Because when we get here, it's going to be different here. Like, I'm not going to pause, and I don't expect you'll ask me to. And Mr. Molina certainly wouldn't do that. But during trial, I'm not going to take time to kind of explain exactly what it is that we're talking about from a legal perspective. I'm just going to expect that you know all of those things. And that's kind of the obligation that you took on when you decided to represent yourself. If you at any point have concerns about that obligation and that responsibility for knowing all of those things, you do have the right to ask the court to have Mr. Molina represent you rather than being just an advisory counsel. So just remember that if at some point here this gets too overwhelming and you become concerned, you have that option. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But it is a difficult area to kind of keep straight, and if you have specific concerns about evidence and hearsay, then please do consult with Mr. Molina. Okay.
Main thing I was just trying to say, in court statement. She has like what's somebody's date of birth. That's an in court statement, so it wouldn't be say. Just so you
know. I'm saying as far as the police,
all the other stuff you're talking about, right?
We'll talk about that.
But that doesn't seem to be an issue here, at least according to what the state is suggesting. Okay. And again, my ruling here does not keep you from arguing that things that you're concerned about shouldn't be left in. It just means we'll have to have that discussion if it comes out or if it looks like it's going to be an issue with Ms. Rimes on the stand. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. What I want to do here is I want to send everyone a copy of the revised questionnaire.
Asshole! What the fuck coordinates you given? You waste a lot of people up there with your fucked up fire mission. You know that? You know that? Ah, you shit.